Not sure how much Neil has introduced, so I'll briefly introduce myself. I'm a partner here in PwC UK, and I globally lead our legal technology and legal AI practice for PwC. And as part of that role, work across this industry, across with multiple AI providers. So very glad to be here in this room today. And I really want to thank Neil, Abhishek, and AdamX team for actually inviting me to speak at this exciting event. I'm sure while I'm not there, I can feel the energy in the room already, and huge testament to what AdamX has already achieved. I'm, I'm going to spend next 4 or 5 minutes just talking through some of my experience in this industry and a little bit about what I see the industry has evolved to. As someone who has spent almost over a decade in consulting and overall close to 2 decades, I've always believed the understanding of a buyer perspective is really key to unlocking success for any business. And it's just not a matrix or a process-driven, business, but it's the foundation of a great decision making. Over the years, I've also worked with countless organizations to try and capture this elusive insight into what's happening from a buyer's journey. I've done everything from conducting interviews, running surveys, and of course, even a bit of secret shopping as we have to do. And yes, that happens. These methods are useful and then often feel like a long, imperfect road to understanding what really buyers are truly thinking and feeling. Net, I've been a fan of a buyer journey and understanding really a buyer's perspective. Maybe a little bit far longer than Neil and Abhishek, but also I've been thinking about it far more from a lens of a customer or a buyer. I must say, Neil and Abhishek, you have absolutely revolutionized how we approach this challenge. And this looks like an incredible opportunity to reshape a buyer journey. When Neil, you first introduced me to AdamX, I was quite curious. I was not sure if a synthetic buyer would work. And I thought the name was cute, but didn't tell me much initially. But then, as Neil and Abhishek walked me through how AdamX actually uses generative AI and maybe a little bit of agentic AI to train an agent to think and act like a buyer, it clicked at that point of time. It's just not being clever, but it's also being transformational because a lot of our clients across the world is struggling with this challenge of looking through a buyer's journey. I think from what I've seen from the demos, AdamX provides a far more simpler but faster and more accurate way to capture a buyer's perspective. It's, in a way, moving from the horse and cart days of surveys to actually focus on groups of high bullet train today, powered by a cutting edge generative AI into their product. I do also think that the business implications of these are enormous. AdamX does offer ways to uncover what works and what doesn't, from what I've seen through several demos with the team. As someone, I've been working through multiple PwC clients across different industries and different parts of the world. I see so many opportunities how AdamX can actually transform a business to operate. And every time I talk to Neil or Abhishek, I think of a new business case or a new idea which can actually work. While in any startup, there's a journey from a product roadmap. But every time I think about this product, I think about multiple ways, or not only an individual customer, but also a group of customers or a private equity and how it works from there. One of the stories, particularly, I wanted to share. One of my strategic alliance and a client to mine is a company called Contract Pod AI. which is into legal generative AI and contract management. It's a billion-dollar company with whom I work together today. When I saw AdamX and I thought it works, I had introduced them to the CEO and the Chief Technology Officer of Conrad Pod. Today, I know they're a customer of AdamX and they like the product. In fact, I'm in Dubai right now on their annual sales kickoff and speaking to them yesterday about their experiences with AdamX. It's still early days, but I think from what I hear from them, they're quite excited to see how AdamX's insights are going to help them. It's already helping them in sharpening their focus. It's already helping them to become, what they think could be from a product resilience perspective and understand a buyer's journey, a number one in their category. It's inspiring to see actually how quickly AdamX is delivering value and creating measurable impact. For Contract Pod AI, definitely this is just a beginning, and I have no doubt there'll be more success. As I see through this and countless demos I've seen, Neil, I think there are various ways to enhance the product and get this across not only in the US, but various parts of the world, which will definitely benefit from the value of AdamX. In summary, and to really think through some of the evolution of how AI and agentic AI models is going to transform, I really think as we see AdamX evolving, there will be multiple business who would benefit from the customer insight story from AdamX. I want to really congratulate Neil, Abhishek, and everyone involved with AdamX on building something truly remarkable. You've actually taken an age-old challenge and developed a cutting-edge solution as the potential to redefine industries. I can't wait to actually see the incredible impact. But yes, of course, through this journey, you'll go through all the challenges which a startup goes through. And I'll keep on sharing business insights I hear from my clients in this day-to-day journey. So thank you so much for getting me on this call, and congratulations on this exciting journey. I can't hear it though, Neil, if you're saying something.
Oh, how about now? Can you hear me?
Yes, yeah.
It was a big clap. You missed that part. So we will do it again for you. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Sandeep. And for everybody who spoke and you are still on the Zoom call, thank you, thank you, thank you. That concludes. Yeah, okay. Yeah, sure. We have a question for you, Sandeep.
Sure.
Oh, but you can speak from this.
So, Sandeep, question for you. In your business of PwC, you go and traditionally interview customers and you do a lot of surveys and you take army full of consultants to balloon a small problem to a big problem and charge them millions of dollars. And how do you think AdamX is going to come up, play a role in your company, help you complementary services along with your typical business model? And what value do you see introducing AdamX to PwC customers? And what problem it is solving specifically, if you can tell us?
Fantastic. So I can see from both lens, right? One of the lens is internal to PwC and some of our business models. We do and get engaged by our clients to look into their businesses and help them improve their business efficiency, transform their business model. We have recently coined a term called business model reinvention for a lot of our Fortune 1000 clients in terms of how do need to transform themselves. And we do engage a lot of technology in that process and do surveys. I think AdamX can create a lot of value in analyzing a customer's perspective for that client. We haven't yet tried AdamX in that process. We've been waiting for this launch and an ability to understand a little bit more what AdamX has really felt from some of the initial customers before taking AdamX to like the top 50 Fortune companies in the world. Because it's we want to be doubly sure that this works. But there are majority of our customers who would be very interested to actually get access to a tool like this to analyze what's happening in their organization, their online platform, their website, what their customers are saying. We do a lot of measures of manual way of speaking to their customers, doing secret surveys, acting like their customers, etc. We hire employees uh, from different parts of the world and engage them in interview process and understand a little bit more about those customers as well. But I think AdamX is quite unique in the way that that value can be provided to our uh, business when we are engaged by customers. We also do a lot of times projects where our clients engage us to do an assessment of multiple tools which they would like to buy. And we do a vendor analysis, which are very, very large projects. And I think, again, we can use AdamX in that journey of actually analyzing each of those 3 or 4 or 5 vendors or technology providers we are evaluating on behalf of our clients, and giving us data so we can take that and manifest it into our clients. But again, time will tell how can we solve those problems using AdamX. I can see a value there. The other part of it is actually really taking AdamX to individual customers and for them to use it. As I said, the Conrad Pod AI journey is quite unique. They're already seeing value in terms of, hey, when I saw some of the output on their website, for example, they have a product called Leah, which is really game-changing generative AI engine, but they don't talk as much about that product. They talk a lot about their legacy CLM product, and they realize that value through AdamX's initial survey. Also, I saw some of the comparison AdamX did with their other competitors of Conrad Pod in terms of what good things customers are talking about that. And then I also saw some videos where AdamX, as a synthetic buyer, took demos of the product and asked few questions, and how the people were responding, or the sales guys or the A's were responding to those questions. I thought it's quite unique and provides challenge to SaaS businesses in terms of how their sales guys can get better in unique customer demands and what customer really want to see in a product. But again, I think these are early days. You can build a pure play embedded agentic AI model into some of these reasonings, and then take it into customers and say, hey, we can solve a lot of problem there. So we are very excited to bring this valuable insight to our clients, and hopefully, as we get more feedback from Conrad Pod, we would like to test this with few of our Fortune clients, Fortune 50 clients in the US, and of course across here in Europe, uh, to see what's happening. Does it make sense to have?
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you, Sandeep.